Alright, so this is going to be the little tutorial video for Red Velvet's new song, Bad Boy. I didn't have time to do it earlier because it was too noisy over here. So sometimes I can do covers, but the tutorials I needed a little quieter in my house. It's not always easy. So now it's like, what time is it for me? Maybe 3 in the morning or whatever. 2 or 3. So anyways, basically the song starts off with this, and I'll show you how to play it, okay? You're in standard tuning. Alright, so what they're doing there is you have 4 chords, okay? So the first one, if you're in standard tuning, just play an E minor. Alright, an E minor, but throw this finger down on the bottom. Okay, so you're playing them all on the 2nd fret. Alright, I'm going to show you the chords first, and I'll show you the little picking part, which is probably the most difficult part of the song. And then I'll show you the chords I played in my cover. Okay? The next chord, you just take this finger off. Same. You're still on the 2nd fret, and all you're doing is you're playing this string and this string. So first, this one, this one, this one. Alright? Next one, just take that one off. Play from the A down. Okay? D major 7. You're playing this chord, and all you're doing is playing from the D down. Okay? Now, da no 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 no, do 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 do, and what it does is goes to this diminished, which I don't know if it's an E flat diminished or whatever, but basically all you're playing there. It's a quick transition, so this is probably the more difficult chord if you're not used to it. This one here, this one here. Now you can play it like this if you can stretch. You throw this one here, this one here, this one on the bottom, okay? You can play it like that, or this. Alright, so now I guess you could get away with playing it like that, just 1, 2, 3. I would throw this one up here, because this is where it gets its diminished sound. If you can stretch that far. Basically, like I said, one here, this one's over here, and this one's underneath. If you can't do that with the 2 fingers here, you can always bar it. So you're barring and this again. There is another way to play that chord, and I'll show you that up here. I'm going to show you multiple ways to play the different chords. So this one's here. You start up here on the 6th fret. This one goes here. Your pinky goes here, so it's going to be, and then this finger underneath your middle finger. You can get away with just those 4 chords, or if you want, you can throw the back of this finger on the 5th. So it's going to go. Alright, now, so, if you just want to strum it. Something like that, okay? Basically, the picking pattern. Now, this is the part that's difficult. Now, I palm mute it, so you're going to have to rest your palm on the back of this, okay? So it's like a... same shape I'm using here, okay? And all I'm doing is I'm hitting the top. It may not be exact, but it's pretty close. It'll get the point across. So what I would do is mute it. Just like that. The next thing, you're going to throw this one here. I don't know what that is. That's kind of weird. Okay, a little hum going on. I need a different pickup. This thing's getting old. Same thing. You're just doing the same picking thing, okay? Take it off. So come here to this shape. And all you're doing there is you're going so, and you're just hitting the D note. Or you can go so. Just like that, okay? So this is the start. Then you go to this. So it's like the... Now I switch because it's a little easier, because I need to hit that note up here. So what I do is and I just switch real quick to this. So same thing. Then you come down here, hit the bottom where this is. Okay? Because you're going to that chord here, okay? Then you come over here. Alright? So I'm going to kind of go slow. It's a little weird. That's the most difficult part, but that's what I could gather they're playing. I haven't tried figuring out a different way to play it yet, because I just learned the song today. Just like that. It's so awkward playing here because I have the phone on this nightstand. I have this in my way, and I have like no other way of setting it up well in my room. So that's why sometimes my tutorial videos are awkward. But anyways, that's basically the picking pattern, okay? And then if you want, you can start strumming. Just like pick whatever. And you just kind of hit this quick or whatever. Now you can also play the chords up here. Well, another way that I played it was this. So same thing, I just played it up here. The way to play it up here is you throw this finger here, this one here on the 5th fret, this is on the 7th, and these two are on the 7th as well, and the bottom's open. You're playing, you can play the whole thing from the E, all 6 strings. You can play it just from that string down or whatever, but anyways. Alright, so that's the chord. So and then you kind of go to this same chord. Now what I do is, all I do is I take this finger off and I'm playing the same thing. Playing the same thing, or if you want, you take that finger off and you just bar these 2 strings here, and you, so it's going to sound, keep these where they are, and you just play it from the A down. So you can be like, then come up here and do a D major 7th. You can play it this way, D major 7th up here, bar the 5th fret, throw this finger here, this one here, and this one here, so it should sound like this. So again, okay, or whichever. It's slightly different, but it still fits within the music. And then here, or if you want, you can play the same shape but just lift your the back of your finger off and leave the bottom one open. Like that. Alright. Do, do, do. Then you go back to this one that I showed before. So it's like. Just like that. Now the only difference is on the bridge, so you pretty much do the same pattern throughout the song if you want to go back to that. If you want to go back to that, or during the bridge though, the only difference is it does add, I think, chord down here, because I know I hear this note, okay, this F sharp. So what I do is I just kind of pick it. Same chords as before, I'm just kind of picking. Then you kind of go to this. Or if you want, you can take this finger off and just have the 3. It kind of fits in there, but then you slide down to this one. So it's going to be da-da. And all I'm doing there is I play this F sharp here and these 2 fingers here, and I play that D open. I just mute the A. So it's go back to this, and then this. D major 7th, same. And then hit that part or whatever, and you go back to the chorus, okay? So that's pretty much the song in a nutshell. I just kind of played along with it. I was trying to listen by ear to figure out what the pattern was, and it's the closest I could get. I've seen other covers already where people have played it slightly different, and you kind of want to keep this note in there. I think that's what makes it. And it's really simple if you play it down here. The only one that I've seen people skip and not really play is this little diminished chord, which it's not the easiest to play, especially down here. It's a little easier to play up here, I believe. But you just kind of throw it in there. Make sure if you can, you throw that in there because it gives it that. And if you want, you can do little slides like that. Alright, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial, and hopefully it helped a little bit. Remember, if you're doing that picking pattern, just use the back of this to mute it. Kind of like that. So instead of like a... kind of like that, so... Alright, anyways, I hope you guys have a nice day.